Hello everyone, welcome back to Missouri. I'm Hitman82. Today I'm joining Rickster. Howdy Rick.
Howdy, folks.
And there's Mike up on top of the new harvester. Howdy Mike.
Hi, Hitman.
And Squirrely's being squirrely behind. This guy, I tell you, he's like a squirrel. Every time you turn around, there he is, but not where you wanted him.
Hello.
Alright, so this week we've got a couple things. I think I showed this last week, didn't I? The beet harvester. I can't remember. But anyway, we're going to do an on-screen harvest today of the beets. And this week we added a wild grass mod. The reason for that is because somebody, me, had some hired workers going, came back and they'd seeded between 20 and 25 over here, our new fields. They'd seeded all this grass area with crops. So then I went and I plowed it all. And then I painted it with a green texture with a roller. And then realized the grass wouldn't grow, so then I installed the wild grass mod, which I think Squirrely, you suggested that one, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yep. And then so now we've got grass growing on that. So use a weeder that has the replanting weeder to seed the grass. Right. So now we got grass here. Let's jump the fence. Oh, can't jump.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it actually worked on multiplayer or not.
Yep, yeah, it seemed to work a treat. Excellent. Alright. Whoops. I hit the up on my D-pad here on my controller to start the engine, but nope, that only works in Gold Rush. So there you go. I made it about almost a minute and a half before mentioning Gold Rush. Oh, well.
I was wondering how long it would take.
Were you really wondering? Oops. Yep, played that like all week. I got the game on Monday, and here it is Saturday, and I've got 60 hours on the game. Just every waking minute was Gold Rush when I wasn't, working around the house and stuff. Every bit of free time was Gold Rush.
Probably more than me, and I've had it longer.
It's a grind. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. B for Barvis. There we go.
I think it's about the fourth time I've restarted the game so far. So.
Yeah, I'm anticipating another a first restart, but my reason is I think I'm gonna do a series on it, so, on starting on 1.4, so I don't have all the kind of baggage from the previous ones, so that I don't know, what has changed or anything. So might be a fresh look.
They've added extra implements and stuff like that for the wash plants, basically. And the new drilling rigs it's basically since season 1 they've added drilling rigs and upgrades to the mining plants now, so.
It is pretty neat. So for those of you who haven't heard of Gold Rush, the game, it's I guess somehow related to Gold Rush, the TV show, and it's a game about mining gold. Single player, unfortunately, not multiplayer, at least not yet.
They've said pretty much so far that it's not likely to be a multiplayer.
You might want to check your harvester.
What the heck is going on? Thank you. Why isn't it harvesting? Okay.
Just doing one part.
Yeah, it's topping, but okay then. Oh, what a dummy. Thank you. Well, yeah, I got the topping done, and I probably killed a whole bunch of beets. We're off to a great start. Typical, isn't it? Question is, how long did you see that and you're trying to get a word in?
Oh, as soon as I noticed.
Oh, okay. Because it's not always easy to get a word in. I was wondering, I was like, nah, it's not. The texture's funny, and I just never really thought about it because I was thinking about something else. So, you know how that goes. Yeah, so here's our first on-screen anyway, beet harvest. We harvested some beets on 25, I think. That's next field to the north, right there in front of me. We did that off screen though. This is a nice little harvester. It fits our farm pretty well, I think. Anything any bigger might be a little more difficult to get around here. Nom 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 beets. Had a fun day today in real life. Harvested some strawberries this morning. Our first strawberry crop. First strawberries of the year, I mean. And worked on my boat. One of these days we'll actually get it in the water. Hope it floats. But had some stuff to do first on it before we want to go and take it out on the water. You want to make sure the engine's running well and that things are strapped down and all that stuff. There's a lot to do. It was a used boat, so like today it's an aluminum boat, and one of the mooring cleats on the stern, I don't know what had happened to it, but apparently the previous mooring cleat had been ripped out, so had to repair the metal and put in a new cleat, and just little stuff like that. 15 foot, very big. 30 horsepower though, so the thing's gonna go like the lightning, I think. Too scary, I won't run it that fast. Be scared. It's fast. Alright, so we've got, let's see, doing some mowing, are you, Mike?
Yep.
And Squirrely's doing some harvesting. Which field are you on? Field
25.
Okay, so you're the next one over. I see it.
Trying to get in between these trees here.
What are you up to, Squirrely? You're doing some baling, are you?
Harvesting.
Or Rick, I meant, sorry. I looked at your name as...
Finished fertilizing the last two fields. Or the last field, I should say. Now I'm feeding the critters.
What are you feeding them to?
Me.
Critters. Critter stew. So back to Gold Rush. So started watching the TV show. That the show or the game apparently is. I wouldn't say based on, but it's certainly an influence to it, I think. And so I'm only on season 1, episode 4. One guy, his name is John, had a little lean-to made of a tarp, and he was away from the camp, and he comes back, and a tree has fallen on the tarp and destroyed his camp. And anyway, they're in Devil's Canyon in BC, British Columbia, where I live. And yeah, they call it Devil's Canyon, and they go on and on about how it's cursed. And then the 3 guys they're showing so far, yeah, I kind of have to agree with that. It seems cursed. Okay, we're gonna have to load on the left. Yeah, so I've been toying with the idea. I've been playing it so much, I'm like, well, why don't I just record this? Now, obviously, it's going to be boring as heck for all the just steady loading and unloading and all that stuff. That'll be kind of boring to watch, but the setup is fun, and probably do a time lapse or something on the actual work. But starting off on 1.4, at least new players. For instance, when I went looking for videos, it was more of, oh, there's an update 1.4, and you don't actually get to see them play. You don't know what's the difference between, you know, because you weren't there for the previous ones. You don't really know what's changed. And so when you go to look at the things up on the net, like information on some of the equipment and that, things have changed. Some of the stuff is different, like fueling is different. And so.
You can now damage the vehicles as well, so you have to repair them.
I haven't done that yet. I didn't turn that on. I didn't know it was a setting until after I was playing the game, so I didn't change it.
There's certainly a recent update they've done. They've implemented part 1 of it so far. So. Still working on it. It's getting there.
Just done harvesting it. Here you full. No, there we go. Okay, so now I need to find a truck. Where are the beets? Oh, I forgot. We're gonna have to find a place to sell the beets, or if not sell them, but we have no place to store them other than just dump them on the ground. I'll have to get the root crop storage or something. So for now, what am I gonna do? Just dump them here at the end of the field, maybe?
I'm bringing a truck over.
Okay, and then you can dump them on the end of the field. Or somewhere. I don't know where. Where we got that's flat, gonna be easy to scoop things up.
Out by the
Ideas?
cows.
By the cows, okay. Heck, we could do it right here. Like right here in front of me. Here on my left. Right at the end of this. Or we could sell them. We could just sell them for now. Whoa, sorry. Sorry, truck, sorry. Let's see, what's our prices like? Beets. Oh, only one place to sell them at the transport hub. 149 each. Park and brake on this thing keeps wanting to roll. There we go. Thanks, Grilly.
It hasn't recovered from when we crashed the market last time.
So yeah, we'll have to dump them somewhere. So find a flat spot and dump them there, and we'll have to deal with them later on. Preferably not on a field that we'll have to plant. We'll have a big pile of beets in the way. Hit that. Nope. Which mowers are you using, Mike?
The auto swathing.
Oh yes,
ones.
the hot and
Orange.
mowers. Yep. That's nice to have the option to do one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
I like them both. I haven't really decided which I like better. I've used them both. Alright, so we've got lots of crops to harvest. We've got lots and lots and lots of grass to mow and make into silage bales. I like that new baler we've got. The wrapping one. It's kind of neat to replace the nets and the foil on it. Slam on the brakes and you're right out and you switch them over and then you hop right back in. You're only down 30 seconds, not even. Just enough time to pop one of the doors open and grab whatever needs to be done. Last time I changed it, I changed the net. I got back in and I started, and it's not 5 seconds later the thing said I was out of foil and I had to stop and get out again. It was funny. You can get what's it called, the upgrade on those balers so that you don't have to do that. It's automatic. And it's kind of cheaty, I guess. It's just so you can use it if you don't want to deal with the nets and the foil. You don't have to.
Pretty much, and it even works with courseplay as well. It'll stop as soon as it's out of net or wrap.
And will the AI fix it, or you have to run over and take care of it?
You have to go over there and take care of it.
I think I'd get the upgrade for that one, because that'd be kind of annoying. Help, I need somebody to take care of my baler, and you gotta stop what you're doing and go over there. Wow, it's just like real life. I'm busy, you know. So didn't play much of this week, but last week sure did. We've been getting a lot done on the farm. Money's looking good. All our money comes from silage now, I think. All the trees that Squirrely planted have all grown back. It's a big forest up there in the tree growing area. Where's that? Over on it's over the northeast, kind of north of Field 4. You can see the yellow dots of equipment sitting there. Anyway, yeah, we got lots of trees there now. Don't know if we'll do much logging on screen. It's just so laggy on multiplayer. Lag's less noticeable when you're the one lagging, though, isn't it? Like the one who's causing the lag, I mean. Beet's in that trailer. Whoops. Go right in the trailer. Oh. Did you dump the beet somewhere, Squirrely?
Yep.
Where?
Into this field. Back to the barn there, there's a manure pit right beside it.
Ah, I see. Okay.
That way they're not in the way.
Having said that, hello Rick, coming through with a harvester. I thought, well, I'll just go over and dump since I'm nearby. I gotta go right through where you're at. Oops, and I hit the wrong button. Oh, derp. Shut it off. Who else does that? You go to hit the horn, you end up shutting the machine off. Because that always happens, right?
Does when playing multiple games.
How do I force unload? Huh. Really? This isn't gonna let me force unload. Fine, I'll go back and unload into a truck.
That
Why
truck
is
is
it?
just back at that field.
Yeah, I saw it there. I just game. Oh, no, I hit stuff. Oh my gosh, hit the right buttons. There we go. I'm all confused. So, okay, where's the parcel here? Oh, no, there's no parcel of gold here. This is why I'm driving. Go ahead.
You gotta take the overburden off first.
It's covered in beets.
Yep.
That's pretty neat, actually. On the show, watching them, they're talking about where the gold goes and how to get it out and stuff. It's pretty neat. A lot of information on it. Makes me want to go back to panning again. That'll be short-lived. My gosh, how many scoops have I done with the excavator? So many. Then I found out the mining drill, you can use that to actually figure out how much gold is in any particular place, and then figured out that all the digging I'd done was on about the worst part in the whole parcel. Figures.
This way, my latest start, I'm still digging out the starting area. I am trying to actually dig the whole of that area out, mind you, so... And you can't get a vehicle in, it's all done by hand.
Shovel.
Yeah.
Did you find the Easter egg shovel?
I found them before, there is more than just that one.
I won't spoil it in case anyone hasn't seen it. I haven't yet, I just saw it on the video, it got spoiled for me. Oh well, I don't really care about Easter eggs, so... What else we got on the go? Doing lots of stuff on my boat. Can't wait to get that out on the water. Had to rip it all apart, clean out the carburetors, and tried using there's this sea foam, which is kind of a carb cleaner. You put it in the fuel, and it kind of breaks up the deposits, the gasoline deposits in your injectors and stuff. And so I think maybe it hadn't been cleaned properly before. Like I said, I just used the boat because it was a mess, and I think the sea foam cleaner actually just moved more of the stuff into the jets. So, you know, even running it at idle, it just revs all over the place. So clean out the carbs and everything's running well now. A lot of gunk in there. Yeah, nice little 30 horse motor on it, a Yamaha. It has its self-oiling, so you don't have to mix the gasoline, but we'll see. Historically, don't trust those. Might have to just disable it and put oil in the gas. I prefer to leave it to an oiler because, you know, it adjusts the oil flow based on the RPM, so it's a little more efficient. A little less smoky if you use it and it's working properly. Yay, boring motor stuff. For those of you who don't care. How about we talk about farming? Yep, nice little crop of strawberries. Peas. Got peas all over the place coming up, and lots of stuff going on. Apples are looking good. Already been picking carrots and potatoes. Stealing potatoes out from, we got some in planters that we planted a lot earlier. So we're already pulling potatoes out of there to eat. Oh, they're ever good. New potatoes. Nom, 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 nom. No beets though. I do have sugar beet seed in my crawl space though, a big bag of it. Sugar beets and fodder beets and sweet sorghum, lots of seeds. Anyone do any farming this week? Any like real life farming or anything like that?
Just a bit of logging from the tornado that went through.
Oh, fun. What do you do with the logs?
Just use them for firewood.
Oh yeah. Like a fireplace or a furnace or stove or...
Outdoor pit.
Oh yes. For heating the outdoors?
Yep.
For cooking large animals that don't fit in your oven? Or barbecue? Outdoor barbecue. Storage is just about full. So full I had to pull the boat out of there. How about you, Rick? Have you gone on any farming trips lately?
No, waiting on tomatoes to come in.
And then it's a whole lot of tomato sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Canning them all, are you? Or a lot of them?
Yep.
What kind of?
Most of them.
What kind of tomatoes?
Mostly the big beefsteak type.
Hmm. Biggins.
Yep.
I don't really eat tomatoes.
Put them all in, canning jars and use them for soups and stews and whatever during the year.
Mm-hmm. You don't make any sauce though, do you? Like for pizza or anything like that?
Those typically you you want to use like the Roma type,
Yeah.
that are thicker and meatier and less juicy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm growing as well. Some of those. So you got sauce.
We do make our own salsa though.
Oh. Do you can it or just the fresh salsa?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do.
Well, it's good to grow onions with your tomatoes then, right? Go and buy onions to put in your tomato sauce. Craziness.
It's amazing how warm one habanero makes a 20-quart stock pot.
Mm-hmm. Got cayennes and jalapenos growing in my solarium. And tomatoes. Lots of tomatoes. My folks, like I don't like them. I'll eat a bit of tomato sauce. That's kind of thing, but I'm not a tomato lover. But they are, and they've got black cherry tomatoes. They're just small. They're probably, I don't know, the size of, I don't know how to describe them. Smaller than a golf ball, anyway. A lot smaller than a golf ball. So you eat like three
Very
of them
similar
in a
to the
meal.
ones you get on a salad bar or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
About the size of a cherry?
Yeah, like a big cherry, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So sell them in the market, that sort of thing. Well, at least the plants, because we always end up, you plant more seed than you need, thinking, well, take care of any bit, and then they all germinate. And next thing you know, you got 50 million tomato plants, and you got to get rid of some. You don't want to get rid of them because, the seed costs money. So next thing you know, you're trying to save a few cents on seed, so you end up potting them up and trying to sell them, and then having to stake them, and all the extra effort and dirt and everything just so you don't lose the price of the seeds. It doesn't make much sense. Oh well. Tomato plants sell pretty well though. A lot of people buy them. Here on my little
They get away,
island.
Mike?
No, I was just going to say, do you want to grab GPS off me? We're going up and down the roads.
Down the road you go. I'm gonna have to come over and see where you're. I was gonna say mining, where you're mowing. Oh my gosh! And then I gotta go play Gold
Thank
Rush. I got the gold fever.
Well, I didn't want to get too far ahead mowing and not have the bales done, so... If you're baling, then I can continue mowing.
You can bail on baling and go back to mowing.
Mm-hmm. You used to have a lot of bales to collect afterwards.
Got the gold fever. Gold fever. Wonder how far Devil's Canyon is from here. Yeah, this little harvester works really well. You don't need a big beet harvester. This is just fine for what we need. So you actually have to tell the header to harvest as well as the harvester, because it's two different systems. A mowing system, I guess, and then a beet harvester. Come on, you can all fit in there. Yay, you made it. Okay, I'll fold it up. How the heck are you supposed to see where you're going? Presses the wrong button to get in. How do I get into the cab? Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. Buttons. I'll have to remap the buttons on one game or the other so that when I'm playing them back and forth, they still have the same controls. Let's see. I guess I better go clean it because that's the last we'll be using it this year. Oh man, I'm going back and using the other gate. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna come over and have a look at where you guys are mowing. Let's see, where are you at? Where you at?
Right down in the big field.
It's peanut butter jelly time. Oh, hello, chickens. No, I don't want to pick up the eggs. I'm picking up eggs. Darn it! Go away. Somebody run over and sell those somewhere out. I'm gonna throw them at someone. Hey, if we throw them at each other, will it make more chicken? No, we don't want more chickens.
That's not Minecraft.
I'll just run along here. There's a mower ahead, but I don't think I need to worry. It's going away from me. I'll catch up to him slowly. Slow down, slow down. So you got what? Single windrow there with 3 mowers. The mowers have conveyors on the back. Oh my gosh, I'm slowly catching up to you. You could put the brakes on for a moment. You could do that. There we go.
It does do 13 mile an hour, so.
There we go. Okay, go ahead. Alright, so that dumps it all back in. Yeah, it's a pretty good clip too. His own little collectors. Grass goes out of the mower, is ejected onto the belts, which then feeds the windrows it into the center. Swallows it. Merges it. I don't know. What would you call that a merger on the back, or mergers? It's just collectors.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, turn them off then if you're gonna make hay.
I won't mow them up like that, but otherwise someone will have to come along with a windrow.
Well, we don't have a windrower, but that merger is pretty awesome. I really like it. Cool. Alright, so you got the this is a big field too. We got $500,000 at least. Oh, actually it might be $1 million off this field now with the big fertilizing done on it. That's a lot of money. So we're gonna get at least $500,000 off the bales if it somewhere between $500,000 and $1 million worth of grass off here. We need to buy more stuff. We'll get
It's a few trees removed off of there too.
I was gonna say we'll just get Squirrely to remove all the trees on the map, and then we'll have lots of room for mowing. We can get all the big equipment. We won't use the roads.
Kept getting snagged on a couple when I was fertilizing it.
Yeah.
Do we get in the big M then?
An army of them. Yep. I imagine I don't know. I'm sure I've hit this branch at least a couple times. Even with
I'll
mower
solve that problem.
Nah, we'll leave it. It's good. It keeps the topsoil from blowing away. And it shades, and it's nice. Gives the bees and the birds a place to go.
But they have the trees around the outside.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. It adds character. It looks nice. I like having the trees in the middle here to mow around. It's really like, you're crazy, man. Just cut it all down. Just cut it all down. Clear cut. It's the best cut. There's grass and stuff. It's gonna look kind of goofy. We remove these trees anyway. There'll be little bits of stuff and things sticking up because there's bushes and stuff. Yeah. Alrighty, well, I think we can wrap things up for today. We went a little over time, but oh well, that's typical, isn't it? Alrighty, so let's wrap it up. We'll go down the list. So, Mike, if you want to start us off.
Bye.
And Rick.
See you later, folks.
Squirrely.
Have a good one.
And bye for now.